Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. I know I'm 1 minute late this morning. We are having some really bad storms here where I live. So I think that our internet is being a little bit funky. It's lagging a little bit. So if at any time you can't see or hear me or anything freezes up or anything like that, be sure and jump on the chat and let me know so I can try to troubleshoot as quickly as possible. Um, I'll go ahead and type a good morning message here in the chat to kind of get us rolling, get us going. Um, Per usual, I am going to spend just a little bit of time kind of chatting, getting into the groove before we really jump in to the housekeeping stuff, and then, of course, into our actual content. This just gives people a chance to jump on and find us, get settled in, so that nobody misses any important information. So I do want to say a very happy Easter to any of you out there who are celebrating that holiday today or celebrated over the weekend. My husband and I are not religious, but of course, culturally, Easter is just a really fun time for us and our family. So we did do an Easter egg hunt with our daughter Sophia. We did a cookout lunch with my side of the family and just really appreciated and celebrated spring and some, nice warm weather moving in. And just celebrated togetherness and feeling really grateful for friends and family in our life. So that's the way we celebrated. It was a great time. This was really the first time that my daughter Sophia, who is now 20 months old, was able to kind of understand that it was a special day in some way, was really able to participate in any way. She got, her first Easter basket this year, full of goodies, because last year she was just a little baby, so she had no idea. But yeah, it was a great time. Yeah. So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to be talking about bath time. So, obviously, the title of the stream today is called Bath Time 101. And I love talking about bath time for a couple of reasons. First of all, it is one of my daughter's absolute favorite times of the day. Bath, just in general, is one of her favorite things ever. It really is a tool in our arsenal to when she needs help kind of down regulating her little nervous system, kind of helping to shift into that, evening wind down mindset. If she has had a really big day like yesterday and she ended up a little bit overstimulated and we started seeing a lot of tantrums and just big feelings emerging. Putting her in the bath is like a great, great reset. So, a lot of parents out there can probably relate to that. So we are going to just talk a little bit about the importance of a routine around bath time, how you can use it to support sleep. For those of you who may be signed on already who don't know, I am currently completing schooling to become a pediatric sleep specialist. So sleep is like a pet topic of mine. I incorporate it a lot into these live streams because Kia Babies makes so many wonderful products to support sleep and bedtime. And, bath is it's all a part of that. So we'll talk about sleep a little bit as well in this live stream. And then we're going to talk about just some really awesome products. They really are some of my favorite Kia Babies products. Pretty much everything related to our bath time routine uses a Kia Babies product. And so I'm really excited to share those with you guys in case they are new to you and things you don't already have in your life that I think could be really useful for you. So let me just see how we're doing. Good morning, Davis. Good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, Kmart Kelly. So happy to have you all here with us this morning. Good morning, Serene. Welcome back. Nice to see you checked in every week. Kat, good morning. So I had said right when I jumped on that we're having some weather here, so I think my internet is a little bit sluggish. So my chat doesn't always update right away. So if you are on, if you are, greeting us, if you are chatting with us, just give me a second to be able to see it and respond. Yeah, very, very excited to have you all here and talking about bath time today. Let's see what else happened over the weekend. As I said when I first jumped on, it was really a beautiful, very enjoyable, family oriented weekend. So I'm not complaining, but uh, anytime there is like a deviation in my daughter's schedule, she's 20 months old. She really, really thrives on routine. Um, Anytime there's any kind of extra excitement, obviously we had a lot of cookies and sweets yesterday and that kind of thing. Um, we notice a lot more um, just high intensity emotions, feelings from her, a lot of, tantrums. I feel like yesterday, just like nothing really. Satisfied her completely 100%. A lot of that kind of, we had burgers for lunch, so she loves burgers ordinarily. This kind of, okay, so let's eat your burger. You love burgers. And just for whatever reason, yesterday she decided she hates burgers. And that was like the most awful, awful thing in the world. So just know that if any of you were kind of experiencing a lot of that yesterday and even into today, if baby sleep is a little bit thrown off or toddler sleep, if their behavior is a little bit thrown off today, that's so, so normal. And I'm going through it too over here. So, um, yeah, it was interesting. But so last night I was trying to get caught up on some laundry for the family. And I had skipped one of my laundry days this past week because we were just busy and I was tired. So it was one of those times where, like, last night, it really came down to the wire of like, okay, we're running out of clean clothes to wear. I've got to just tackle this and do it. So I started it. Um, threw it into the dryer and then just left it because I forgot. And of course, the festivities were happening. So I went down last night to pull it out of the dryer and I was like, oh my God, it's all so wrinkled and I don't feel like taking the time to iron everything. So we just got a brand new dryer. It has a kind of steam function on it that is essentially like basically just taking your clothes to the dry cleaners. Everything comes out all nice and pressed and eliminates the need for ironing. And it's like a 10-20 minute cycle. So it's like, I've never used it before, but that sounds amazing. Let's just get these wrinkles out. I'm just going to turn on the steam cycle and use it for the first time and hope for the best. That was a mistake. So let me just tell you, if you have that function on your dryer, be very careful which clothing you use it on, because I essentially took my daughter's entire wardrobe. As I said, she's 20 months old, and shrunk it down to fit about a 7 or 8 month old child. So we will actually be making a trip to the department store after I finish this stream to pick up a few essentials for her, like some t-shirts and pants, because she essentially almost has nothing to wear now. And I just bought her a lot of new spring stuff that I was really excited about her wearing for the first time. And they are now useless. They'll have to be donated or like saved for baby number two or something because they don't fit her anymore. So that happened. So yeah, really, really starting off the week with a bang, let me tell you. Okay, good morning, everybody. So happy to see so many of you already logged on and hopped on and joining us. As I said, I spend the first several minutes just kind of chatting to give us a chance to all get ourselves together, get settled in. But I think it's a really great time to go ahead and talk about what we have going on today. So, as always, if you shop with us during this live stream or up to 1 hour past the end of this live stream, and this will last about an hour, all said, maybe an hour and 5 minutes if we go a little over, you will get a 10% discount. So all of the items that we cover today, they are all browsable in the carousel below this video. So you can kind of follow along. You can see pictures, see maybe more details than I'm able to cover in the stream, so that you can kind of shop along with us. And remember that as a thank you for tuning in with us and shopping and supporting the brand, everything is 10% off. So this is your chance to get these amazing products, at less than retail value. So I love that we're able to offer that to you every month, or twice a month now. I do a live stream, and I think Julianne is also doing a live stream every month. Um, We also always have a giveaway going for you. It's just another way to say thank you for tuning in, hanging out, supporting the brand. And I have to say that Kia Babies always chooses just really, really nice items to give away to one lucky viewer every time we do this. It's always like one of my favorite products if they are something that I use all the time. So I'm always really excited to share that with you and to give one away. So our giveaway item today, because we are talking about bath time, is going to be the Lux hooded bath towel. So I'll show you a close up. And again, we'll look at this more in depth when we actually talk about the towels. Look how stinking cute this is. It is hooded, so it's going to make drying baby's hair super easy. Absolutely our favorite bath towel. And so we want to give one of these away today for free, simply as a thank you for hanging out with us. So let's go over how that's going to work to be eligible for the giveaway. All you have to do is make sure you are following us here on Amazon Live. So you'll just click the follow button if you are not following us already. That makes you eligible. And then the way that you will enter the giveaway is simply to make your presence known in the chat. Say hello, tell us where you're watching from. The more you participate and chat with us, it's essentially like the more entries into the giveaway you have, because what I will do in the last few minutes of the live stream, once we've covered all the products, and I will let you know when that time is coming up so you don't miss it, I will actually go through the chat log and completely randomly select our giveaway winner from that chat log. So that's how that works. Pretty simple way to possibly get your hands on a free one of these. And remember that if you don't win this time, no big deal. You'll just tune in next time because we do these giveaways every single live stream, which is really, really cool. So again, just our way of kind of showing appreciation to you guys. Really excited to talk about these towels. I think I'm actually going to start with the washcloths today. So if you're following along with the carousel below, you'll notice that I've done kind of a reverse order there. I think the towel will show up first, but just I want to talk about building a bath time routine and thinking through the steps of bath time. It just makes more sense to start with the washcloth. So just an FYI for you if you're following along. And then what else? As always, we are on all of the major social media platforms. So not just here on Amazon Live. If you enjoy this, you enjoy this community, please check us out on Instagram, just at Kia Babies. We also have a Facebook community, a group page over there that is moderated by the Kia Babies team. So that is a great place to, ask questions about specific products, to ask questions about the brand, and then if you're just looking for a nice supportive parenting community, of course you will find that over there. So just think of the same people that you chat with here on these live streams. If you really enjoy that, there's even more of that in our Facebook group. So if Facebook is your thing, please join us over there. And then of course we're also on YouTube and Pinterest. So whatever you fancy, we would just love to see you over there. And as always, if you would like to help us grow this community, I know it's, for a lot of us, we're still in pandemic times, and so many of us may not be able to visit with our friends or our family as much as we have in the past. And we're kind of feeling a little bit of lack of kind of parenting community or parenting support. This has been a great virtual community for all of us. It has been for me as well. I love being able to, tune in during these live streams and actually kind of converse with adults. And I know that for a lot of you that this is providing that as well. So if you would like to continue to support and see this grow, the more the merrier. Please share this live stream to your personal social media channels. If you, send it in a text message, send it in an email. If you have other parent friends or parent-to-be friends that you think would enjoy this and would benefit from knowing about the brand and knowing about our community. So we really appreciate that as always. And if at any time you have any questions about any of kind of the housekeeping stuff that I covered at the beginning, about the giveaway or about the discount, please just drop your question in the chat and I will answer, as quickly as I can. Do keep in mind that the Kia Babies team who is usually kind of behind the scenes, helping me stay on top of the chat, helping me answer questions, kind of troubleshooting if there are any technical difficulties. They're based in Singapore. And now that we do these live streams in the morning, my time here in the US on the East Coast, it is the middle of the night for them. So for my live stream, it is just me. So I really appreciate your patience in giving me a minute to kind of catch up with the chat and, help answer questions and things like that. All right. So let's talk about our bath time routine. As I said, I'm going to start with the washcloths, I think. What we're going to be talking about today, the hooded bath towels, the bamboo washcloths, and a couple of different hairbrush sets that Kia Baby sells. And let me just pull out my little bath caddy here. This caddy is also a Kia Baby's product. It is not included in the discount today. I'm just using it to kind of show you my favorite way to simplify and organize our bath supplies to kind of make bath routine something I can like quickly and easily get underway. When we do bath time with our daughter, again, she's 20 months old. She is on a nightly bath routine, and that's not completely necessary. You can be on an every other night if you have a much younger baby, even maybe 3 times a week kind of bath routine. The reason we do every night for my daughter is that now that she is up and very mobile and running around, we play outside a lot. Right now we are in the midst of pollen season. So I just like to kind of get all of the sweat and grime and, pollen off of her body at the end of the night. And bath routine for her is a very, very kind of regulating, calming part of her evening. And so we have noticed that it has kind of helped with any overstimulation that might be occurring kind of by the end of the day. Around dinner time or right after dinner time is when she's kind of starting to enter that meltdown mode. And it's a way to just kind of reset her a little bit so that we can stretch to bedtime. But also, is not a super stimulating activity. It's very relaxing and regulating. And, that's kind of generally true for lots of kids. So if you have a baby or toddler that you think is dealing with any kind of overstimulation towards the end of the day, towards the end of the night, maybe even affecting their sleep, they're kind of having trouble winding down, add a nightly bath into your routine. Even if you're not using soap, even if it's just kind of getting them in the water, it can make a tremendous, tremendous difference. And so before I jump into talking about the product, let me just talk about some of the kind of biological mechanisms that are happening when you give baby a bath close to bedtime. And this is true for toddlers as well. This is actually true for adults. So if you have trouble winding down at the end of the night or you have trouble sleeping, this is something to kind of keep in your mind as well. So when we experience a temperature change, like we would so our bodies are kind of at their standard 98.6 degrees, and then we tend to get into a bath that is either at body temperature or just a little bit warmer. We tend to prefer our bath and shower water, just, a couple of notches warmer than what our natural resting body temperature is. And we get that nice, warm, all the muscles kind of relax feeling going on. And then we exit the bath or the shower and, now our skin is wet and all that cool air is now touching us. And, we immediately kind of want to get into our towels or our robes because our body is now kind of in, instant cool down mode. That shift in temperature is a natural way to produce melatonin, which of course is the, hormone in our brain that allows us to enter into our kind of sleep rhythms. It kind of kicks off our circadian rhythm and tells us it is time to relax and get sleepy. Basically like tells us that it is nighttime. If you are, someone who takes maybe like a melatonin supplement or a gummy, and you've been considering it for, a baby or toddler that isn't sleeping, of course they do make it. It is on the market, but I would caution against it because a lot of that stuff is not FDA regulated. Here is a totally 100% natural and safe way to help your body or baby's body make their own melatonin. So that's why I love, love, love a bath time that is close to bedtime, simply because it is going to biochemically help induce sleep. If though you have a child that, like my daughter, she loves bath time so, 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 so much, and she has a bunch of bath toys, and I feel like she kind of associates bath time not just with relaxation, but with fun playtime. Which is great. It makes it a great, enjoyable part of her day. Sometimes it can amp baby or toddler up a little bit. So if you find that that's happening, I would still suggest doing a nightly bath if sleep is something that you're struggling with, or you're trying to like establish a good sleep rhythm. But maybe just move it to earlier in the evening. Give baby at least a good hour in between the end of bath and when you are going to start their bedtime routine. So sometimes for us, that might look like my husband and I, we switch off cooking dinner during the week, while one, parent is making dinner and getting all of that prepared. Maybe during bath dinner prep, the other one will do bath, right? And so that just kind of depends on how daughter is feeling, how much activity we've had in the day, and whether I think it's going to be more conducive to her sleep to do it earlier in the evening or do it right before bed. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, so what I have here is essentially our bath caddy, and I actually keep this in my daughter's bedroom, just because we're really limited on space in our guest bath, which is the only bathroom in our house that has a bathtub for her. It's just a real small little galley bathroom, not a lot of shelf space. We only have two cabinets, that kind of thing. So I can't store a lot of bath stuff in that bathroom. So I like to have this caddy, and I like to keep it filled with just her shampoo and soap, or the hairbrush set that we use that we're going to talk about, some of her bath toys that she loves, and I'll actually show those to you as well, the towel that she's going to use, and then our washcloths, which is going to be the first item we talk about tonight. And again, I just keep this on a shelf in my daughter's room. Sometimes if I want to get it out of the way, I'll just put it in her closet. But all I have to do right before we start bath time is I go get her water running, and then I just go grab this by the handles, and I take it into the bathroom and just kind of set it down on the floor next to me as I'm bathing her, and it's everything I'm going to need. So if storage space in your bathroom is also an issue for you, or you're just looking for kind of a cute, convenient way to keep it all together and keep up with it, since I feel like babies use so many bath things, has just been a really, really great idea for us. And of course, I'm using the Kia Babies diaper caddy, but you can use anything similar as kind of a bath time organizing tool. So cannot recommend that enough. But so the first thing that we'll do is we're going to make sure that baby's bath temperature is an appropriate, comfortable temperature. So remember that babies have very, very sensitive, kind of delicate skin. They're going to feel physical sensations a little more intensely than we do. And their skin is also a little bit more prone to getting dried out. So you do want to make sure that you are giving them just a warm bath, not a hot bath. So maybe even a little bit cooler than you would prefer your bath to be. And a really great way to just eliminate any guesswork is, and you can just find these right here on Amazon, this little bath kind of thermometer toy. It's great because I throw it in the bath and my daughter loves to play with it. It keeps her entertained. It's something for her to kind of hold on to. But what happens here is you can see the top of the whale's body is blue, the bottom is white. What you want is for this to stay white. Once it touches the bath water, if you see it start to change color and the whale becomes entirely blue, that means that your bath is a little bit too warm. And so maybe you need to add a little of the cool water from the tap to cool it down. So we'll totally eliminate the guesswork. Highly recommend these. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soap up her washcloth. So let me just pull out the Kia Babies bamboo washcloths that we use. 100% the best baby washcloth on the market. And we love them so much. We are now, in fact, using them for ourselves as well, because why not, right? We have a bunch of packs of them. Just going to set this to the side for a second. I'm going to lay out these colors because these are the ones we have eligible for 10% off today. So love, love, love these washcloths. Let me tell you why. So first of all, if you haven't joined us before and heard my spiel about bamboo, so these are bamboo washcloths. They are not cotton, or terry cloth, which is more typically what you'll find washcloths made of. Bamboo fiber is one of the softest fibers on the planet. So this is excellent for baby skin, toddler skin that again is a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more prone to, chafing or irritation. Absolutely zero irritation on baby skin when using these bamboo washcloths. I love that they are size large. You can see that it's like a standard size washcloth. Before we discovered the Kia Babies washcloths, the ones we were using before were literally just these tiny little squares. It's a really big pet peeve of mine with anything that's kind of designed or marketed towards using on baby, using on toddler. I get that babies are small, but that doesn't mean that like the daily basic necessity things that they use have to be doll sized, right? Mom or dad, we're going to be the ones that are using it, that have to hold it in our hands and actually, use it. So please make it a standard usable size. So I love that Kia Babies has done that. So I am able to, fully get, good coverage over my hand. It's nice and easy and comfortable to hold. And I'm going to be able to cover a lot of ground quickly, getting baby nice and clean so that baby has the rest of bath time to just splash around, play, and just really enjoy the experience. So I love that they are sized large. But going back to the bamboo. So bamboo is also extremely durable. So this is not going to lose its softness. It is not going to, the more that you kind of wash towels or washcloths, they don't hold up over time, right? So they either start to get really kind of scratchy and starchy, or they, become kind of so just soft and mush, that they're really just no longer that useful for actually getting clean or doing any kind of exfoliating. This is not going to happen with your Kia Babies washcloths. I have been using these washcloths for over a year at this point, and I wash them after every use. They are still standing the test of time. Not a bit of change in the shape, in the size. So no shrinking. You can, put these in the dryer. Just no loss of quality whatsoever. And absolutely love that about bamboo particularly. So bamboo is really going to stand up to a lot of use, a lot of washes, and it's just a fantastic thing about it. So it is also naturally exfoliating, gently exfoliating. So of course that's going to be great for getting baby nice and clean, but it also makes it a wonderful washcloth for us to use. I love taking my makeup off with these at the end of the day. This is a great kind of washcloth to keep in your gym bag if you go to the gym and then want just like a quick wipe down after. Because they are so gentle, but yet again have that kind of natural little bit of exfoliating quality to them. Bamboo is naturally antimicrobial, so they're easy to keep clean. They're not going to house nastiness, bacteria over time, which is something that you do have to think about with your washcloths. Make sure that you're getting them, when you wash them and then dry them, they are getting completely dry because they can harbor, they can start to mold. Things like that, just things that we don't think about. You're not going to have that problem with bamboo. And so that makes it a really great option for things like washcloths, towels, even kitchen products, even toothbrush. There are bamboo bristled toothbrushes and things like that. So that naturally kind of antibacterial property that bamboo has makes it just a really great tool to use for cleaning. And then from an environmental standpoint, which is, really important to me in our household, it's a, value that we hold when we're trying to shop. We try to shop and use things as just sustainably as possible. So, if that's something that's kind of on your radar when you do your shopping as well, bamboo is one of the most sustainable plants in the world. It is not currently endangered. It is not overharvested. It's self-replenishing at like a really kind of crazy rapid rate. Over a 10-day period, a bamboo plant can actually grow up to 3 feet in a 10-day period. So think about that. So again, it is just always naturally replenishing itself, which means that it's a safe plant to harvest, and so you don't have to worry about or stress about the impact on the environment when you shop for bamboo products. So love that about it as well. Bamboo, to grow bamboo, to harvest it requires a lot less water than say a cotton plant. So again, it's not, a drain on that resource. So again, I literally could spend an entire live stream talking about why I love bamboo and how much I love it and why I'm using so many bamboo products, whether that's washcloths, towels, clothing for my daughter, dish rags for the kitchen. But so just know that I love kind of the innovation that Kia Baby's brand has really thought of in creating this line of bamboo products. So love, love, love these. Something else about these particular washcloths. So they are very thick, very luxe, which again just makes them a really luxurious feeling experience. They're going to be so soft and nice on baby skin, but it also means that they lather really well, right? So, to get a really good lather of soap and water, you need something that is going to absorb a lot of water. You need something on the thicker, kind of fluffier side. You don't want a super, tissue paper thin washcloth because you're just going to have to be applying and applying and applying a ton of soap. So with these, you don't have to worry about that. Get it wet, give it just a good spritz of soap, rub together, and it's just gonna bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. They suds up so well. So again, you're not going to be constantly going through baby soap and baby shampoo if you are using these. I also love to actually kind of wash my daughter's hair with these as well. Just because they do have that kind of naturally exfoliating property to them. So if you are dealing with any kind of, my daughter's scalp tends to get a little bit flaky. She gets that from me. It's a really great gentle way to kind of massage off some of that flakiness in the bath. So if you're dealing with anything like cradle cap or seborrheic dermatitis, that kind of dry, flaky skin on baby's scalp, just know you can wash their hair with these as well. Or, if you have a very small baby who doesn't have any hair, just their scalp skin. You can give them a very gentle wash using this, and then you don't have to actually like use your fingernails, which can be a little bit too abrasive. So just love, love, love that. Love how easy they are to keep clean. Again, you just toss these into your washing machine with the rest of your laundry, with your other towels. These don't have to be washed separately on any kind of special settings. Just make sure you're washing them on cold, which we wash our clothes on cold anyway, so that colors don't bleed and so that we don't get shrinking and things like that. So, for best results, just wash them on cold and then tumble them dry on low heat. And again, they really are just going to stand the test of time. They can withstand so many washes. All right, so that's the washcloths. Let me show you the other two colors we have that are eligible for the 10% off today. So we have, this is called Sunshine. I love that they have kind of curated these really pretty nice spring colors for us. So this is the earthen brown. It's probably one of our favorites. It's just a really nice kind of beige mocha. This one was the lilac. Really pretty soft purple. And then this is the baby blue. I'm sorry. And then you have your standard classic white. So these are the colors that are, again, eligible for the 10% off. You can browse these items in the carousel below. Just cannot recommend these highly enough. And if any of you out there already have your hands on a set of these, if you are using these for your baby or toddler's bath time and you love them, let me know in the chat. I always love your validation that, yes, girl, I'm using those too. And you are right about everything you said. And we love them too. So, all right, let me check on the chat really quickly to see if we have any questions, any concerns. Ooh, Sean has a really good hot tip for you guys if you're following along with the chat log. Okay, so one thing I learned from another live is that if you want the fibers to stay like they are, to not use any scent wash boosters or anything like that, because they block some of the functionality of items. 100% that is accurate. And thank you for bringing that up. So if you use a clothes washing detergent that has a little bit of scent in it, like a lot of us do. I think ours is lavender scented. That is okay. But yes, any of those kind of perfumed, super fragranced, you add this to your wash or add this in to your dryer cycle to give it that spring fresh scent. Um, those can over time affect the absorbency, most of all, of things like towels and washcloths. The other thing you never want to use on a towel or washcloth, again, you're not going to ruin it, but just it's not going to last as long, is fabric softener. So again, that's why I really, really love bamboo, because it is just so naturally soft and just such a durable, kind of keeps its shape and texture fabric on its own, that it doesn't require anything like fabric softener. It's always soft as soon as it comes out of the wash. So very good tip, Sean. Thank you. Um, yes, absolutely. Uh, I agree, Emily. That is something that we struggled with as well. The washcloths seem to fall apart after so many washes, so it's awesome that these are so durable. 100%, especially for washcloths that are kind of designed for or marketed towards babies. They really are tissue paper thin, right? And they do just start coming unraveled very easily and essentially just become garbage so quick. And so you're just constantly going through them. Okay. Oh, I hope that Abigail, thank you guys for stepping in and helping Abigail with her audio issues. Hopefully you got that resolved. It says on my screen here, I'm kind of constantly watching to make sure that my feed is still, the visual is still live. It looks like my audio is working fine. So hopefully you're able to troubleshoot that. I'll check back in with you in just a second. Um, all right. Welcome, welcome, guys. Oh man, I love how participatory everyone is today and sharing your tips. It's why I love, love, love this community and doing these streams with you all. Okay, so as always, if there's anything you want to jump in and add from your own knowledge, your own experience, if I skip over something that love about your towel that you're using or your hairbrush, especially if it's a Kia Babies product already, please jump in and add your 2 cents as well. Please, your 10 cents, because it's very valuable. And if I see it in the chat, I will be sure and share it so that everybody can hear it. Okay, so let's move on to our bamboo towel. So we're staying on the bamboo train. My poor little bear he's looking pitiful over here because I broke my little display hanger underneath here. So we're just doing the best we can with this. Super, super excited to talk about these towels. They, again, just like the washcloths, no exaggeration. These are our absolute favorite towels to use for our daughter. And I, again, think that they're the best on the market. And just a little bit of disclosure, because yes, in doing these live streams, I do technically work for or work with the Kia Babies brand. But the way that this came about at all was that I had discovered the Kia Babies brand. Someone, gifted me something from Kia Babies. I loved it so much. I bought other things. I became just a real enthusiast for the brand because they were products that I was using with my baby in my everyday life. And I was just so excited to share it and talk about it, especially when I was a brand new mom and like my baby and things for my baby were all I could think about and all I could talk about. I started sharing it on social media, and that's how I became connected with the brand. So just know that if I tell you this is what I use in my life for my daughter and it's my favorite, it actually truly is. Just want to put that out there. Okay, so the bamboo towels. Again, I could talk about why I love bamboo all day. With my daughter, she has, babies and toddlers have sensitive skin anyway, but she really kind of just, got the genetic lottery from mom of we just have super, super extra sensitive skin. She's really prone to dryness. She's really prone to any kind of irritation. She's a little bit eczema prone. So kind of switching to these Kia Babies bamboo products to use on her damp skin after a bath has really, really, really cut down on any kind of chafing, irritation, anything like that. So again, with the bamboo towels, they are the softest towels on the planet. I seriously, I need Kia babies to like create a like mommy and me collection or something so that I can have a towel that's my size, made out of their, special magic sauce bamboo fabric. I need like a bathrobe, something. So Kia babies team, when you review this live stream later, please know that that's my feedback. Let me show you actually the one that we are giving away today. This is the Luxe bamboo hooded towel. So that's the one that's got all the really cute little gray kind of woodland creatures etched into the top. Let me show you kind of the wingspan on this towel, because this is probably one of the qualities, since I've already talked a lot about bamboo, one of the qualities that I'm going to focus on with this towel. This towel is humongous, and I mean that in the best way. So here, let me just look at that. Look at that arm span there. Look at the nice length on this. So one of these towels, first because it is so durable, but also because it is size so large, one of these towels is literally going to last you well into the toddler phase. I think my daughter was like 8 months old when I got my first one of these, and this was the towel that we started exclusively using with her. Again, she's 20 months old now, so she's coming up on 2 years old, and this is still the towel that we use. So again, well into not adulthood, toddlerhood, even into the preschool years, maybe even elementary school age. This can still be your go-to towel. So again, love that it is size large, because that means I'm not constantly replacing it as baby or toddler hits a growth spurt, right? And suddenly like we can't use our little baby towel anymore. I also love, so you kind of saw how I call it the wingspan, simply because see how it wings out on the sides? This means that it is so easy for when you want to grab baby out of the bath, wrap them up, get them all covered and all dry quickly, warm them up quickly. It's just you throw this over the top of the head, and it is so easy for you to kind of grab onto these wings here and wrap baby entirely. So all of baby's little body is going to be covered. I love that about this towel. It just is so easy to use. You're not like struggling with it, fighting with it. It's not kind of cumbersome to use. It's not so small that you can't close it around baby. When I lay my daughter out I kind of lay her flat to get her all dried off and get her lotioned up, I simply just have the hood over her head. This is like while I'm drying the rest of her, that hood is kind of absorbing the water from her head. I don't even have to, do any of this motion. Her hair is getting dry just from the simple fact of having the hood. I'm not constantly having to fight with this, readjust it, move it around to dry her off or get her covered. So I just absolutely love the size and the shape of this towel. And I do feel like the shape is fairly unique to other towels that I have used or other towels that I have seen in the stores. So, just love the design of that from Kia Babies. I feel like they're always, designing as parents, right? Or like definitely designing with kind of parents' needs in mind. Like, what is going to make this really easy and convenient and enjoyable for our moms and dads to use whenever they're designing a product? And I really appreciate that from Kia Babies as a brand. So yes, again, super easy to keep clean. Something I forgot to mention about bamboo is that just because of the nature of the fibers are actually fairly loose. There are just a lot of them, which is what gives it that nice durability, that that softness, that fluffiness. But because they are loosely woven and not super tight, they're really stain resistant. And so that actually makes it a great towel. I have used it, like we've taken it to the beach and used it as her beach towel, and it's gotten sand and mud or snack or juice spilled on it and things like that. And it's just the easiest towel to clean. And as you can see, these are white. I do not bleach these, as you should not be bleaching your towels. Don't do anything special to these. These are the towels that we do actually use in our everyday life, and just look how clean and pristine they are, right? So just love how easy they are to keep clean. I have, used this even to kind of wipe my daughter down after she's done arts and crafts, things like that. You can wash it in your washing machine just like you can the washcloths. Um, Make sure you're washing on cold. All of the same tips we just covered. You don't want to use fabric softener, none of those scent boosting things. And then, tumble it dry on low. It will keep its shape. As you can see, the hoods have not lost their shape. The ears have not lost their shape. It's such a durable, long-term use towel. It feels so luxe, so high quality, and is amazing for the price point. So remember that if you shop anytime during the duration of this live stream, or you will have 1 hour after this live stream ends, you can shop right here on Amazon Live and get everything 10% off. So would highly recommend taking advantage of that. Also, and as I can see you guys are already doing, make sure you're following us here. Make sure you're participating in the chat, because that is how you enter our giveaway to go home with this towel right here, the Luxe. So let me show you a close-up of the other two towels that we have for 10% off today. So stinking cute. They are my absolute favorites. I have so many pictures of my daughter all wrapped up in these towels. And these are just memories I, cannot wait to look back on when she is older. And I want to remember these precious times with her. So you can also get the bear towel. Give your baby some bear ears here. Super adorable. Or our favorite, the lamb, right? So this also comes with a lamb hood, and it's got the full lamb face. It's got the ears. My daughter actually, she asks for this towel specifically, and she calls it Lammy. And so we just know what she's talking about when she says that she wants Lammy. It means I'm ready for my bath, and make sure you're using the Kia Baby's lamb towel. That is what that means. So again, just so cute, fun, just so well designed. Absolutely love these towels. And so before I move on to the hairbrushes, since those are the last item that we're going to cover today, I don't think we're going to end up going over time. Which is nice. Not that I don't love spending time with you guys, and you guys letting me again talk to an adult, which is nice throughout the week. I know that we're always coming up on lunchtime, and you all are parents, so you probably have other things that you want to get to and do. So since we do have just a little bit of time before we cover our last item, so let's kind of talk about post bath. Obviously, you're going to use your Kia Baby's towel to gently dry baby off. Something that is super important, which is probably, you guys are already doing this, already know, but just throwing it out there, especially if we have any first time expecting parents. Make sure you are always using a body lotion on baby, and you actually do want to leave just a little tiny bit of dampness on the skin. They don't need to be dripping wet. They don't need to be shivering cold, wet or anything like that. But, give them a nice pat down kind of dry, and then go ahead and open up the towel, letting a little bit of moisture stay on the skin, and then immediately use a really nice, rich lotion on baby. If baby, kind of like my daughter, has extra sensitive skin, or is eczema prone or anything like that, unscented is preferable. And some things that you want to look for are just really nourishing oils. Coconut oil is great. Olive oil, if you see that, is great. Shea butter is another great one. Make sure you're kind of looking for those ingredients. You definitely want lotions that are very inclusive. And that just means that they include one or more oils, kind of is their first, second, or third ingredient, because that is just going to create a seal over baby's skin, and it's going to lock in that little bit of moisture that you're leaving on there. And this is also a wonderful time to incorporate some baby massage. Again, sometimes if my daughter is kind of having it rough, she's having a lot of meltdowns, a lot of big feelings, big emotions throughout the day, and I really can't pinpoint exactly what's causing it. And so I'm just not really sure exactly how to help her, but I know that I want to help her kind of just regulate her nervous system a little bit, calm her body down, release some tension. We will put her in the bath. Put her in the bath even if she's not super dirty. Maybe we won't even use soap. We'll just kind of, washcloth her down with just that nice, warm, soothing water. Let her splash around, play, get some sillies out. That nice temperature change when she comes out of the bath, that again is going to boost that melatonin, which is going to help her body relax and, kind of help her get into a more tired state. Um, we'll do that. And then kind of the sole purpose I even gave her a bath to begin with is because then her skin is nice and primed to do a really nice kind of lotioned baby massage. And you don't have to take any special course in it. You don't have to worry about hurting baby, nothing like that. Literally, all you have to think of is kind of what would feel good to you. Obviously, baby's not going to need a deep tissue massage. You're just going to use soft, long strokes. So like down baby's arms, down baby's legs and thighs, this kind of motion with a cupped hand over the chest and the tummy. Same thing on the back. You can move down, you can move up, move, down. That is so, so comforting and regulating to baby. Touch is extremely important for babies and toddlers, for all of our kids. You cannot give too many touches. You cannot give too much affection, anything like that, to a baby. And it really, really does not just downregulate their nervous system and help them relax. It's bonding for both of you. It feels good to you because it feels good to baby. It's just a nice association for baby to have with mom or dad, kind of at the end of the day, that, these nice rubs that feel good, is something my mommy or daddy does for me. It also literally stimulates brain growth and function in a small baby and toddler. The touch and the nice pleasant touch, all of the feelings that stirs up, the chemicals and the hormones that sends to the brain, it literally does help baby and toddler thrive. I'm sure you guys have heard the very sad tales about failure to thrive kind of things, and babies that may be in orphanages or foster care who there's just not enough staff to give that one-on-one kind of touch and attention, to hold baby enough, to stroke baby enough. They don't grow, right? They don't function the way that they should. So just if you are not already, definitely want to incorporate some baby massage into your bath time routine. And then speaking of that, we're going to talk about the hairbrush sets from Kia Babies. I'm just going to leave these up because they're not in the way and they're really, really cute, right? So just know that's why I'm not clearing these away. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. All right, so let's talk about my favorite hairbrush set that Kia Babies makes. This is the one that we use most with our daughter, Sophia. So it is the round hairbrush set, and I'll show you the really sweet kind of keepsake box that it comes in. I recommend holding on to this. I actually legitimately do keep our brushes and combs in the box just because they don't get lost. They don't get, just kind of damaged as things do. And this way my dogs won't chew on them, because one of my dogs in particular will literally turn anything into a chew toy if he can. So really recommend. It's a nice durable box. Just like the perfect thing to store them in. If you do purchase a set, hold on to your box because it's going to keep them in really great shape. So we'll start with the soft bristled round hairbrush. So this is 100% goat hair bristle. And the best way to explain it to you, because obviously you can't feel it yourselves through the screen, is that think of like the nicest soft bristled toothbrush that you've ever used. And that's kind of the texture and consistency of the goat hair bristle. That's what it feels like, right? So it is extremely, extremely soft, but has that really nice durable feel to it. So it is actually going to brush the hair and actually do something, right? So love the goat hair bristles. I really prefer them to kind of like those really thin kind of plastic bristles that are really common for baby brushes. This is just a much more gentle and kind of luxe feeling bristle. I love that it is sized large. Again, something that I have come up with across for baby hairbrushes and toddler hairbrushes, or the handle is probably half this size, right? It literally looks like a doll brush, and it's one of those things where it's like, again, I understand that babies and toddlers are small. They're small people, right? They are smaller than adults. They have small heads, but there is no reason that you cannot create a handle that mom or dad can hold comfortably, right? Because again, for years, I am going to be the one that is actually brushing baby's hair. So I really, really love, again, just the size and shape. So easy and nice to hold on to, and just a really nice experience of it. I love the little hook that it comes with if you wanted to kind of hang it up on a wall hook or something like that. Again, we just keep ours in the box. This handle is bamboo, so very nice, very durable, a really good smooth wood. I just love it. This feels like such a high quality hairbrush. It's just the only way that I can describe it. And so what this one is actually going to be good for, not just brushing the hair, but if you have baby who is kind of less inclined in the hair department, so a baby that doesn't have a lot of hair, which my daughter took a really long time to kind of grow into her. She was a baldy for a very long time. This is definitely the brush that you want to use, the goat hair bristle, just because it is going to be so soft and nice on the scalp. But again, if you are dealing with any of that kind of dryness, flakiness, cradle cap, anything like that, applying a little bit of your baby lotion to baby scalp or in between the hair, or anything that's oil based to baby scalp, and then gently use this as kind of a buffing brush on baby scalp. Absolutely perfect for gently removing that scaling. And just so you know, there is really no medical reason that you have to remove it. By the way, you don't have to treat cradle cap, but for some babies, it can be itchy, and it's unsightly. So if it bothers you or you think that it's bothering baby, this is a really great way to treat it. And we absolutely did this for my daughter when she was experiencing a little bit of cradle cap. And in fact, where she had it most of all was right here at the top of the nose, where a unibrow would be, and in her eyebrows. And we actually did use this very gently, even in her eyebrows, so on her face. That's how soft this is. So love, love, love that. The second one that you have in here, and remember this is a whole hairbrush set, so you're going to get all three of these things. So this is the kind of harder bamboo bristled, if you can hear that. So these are your wooden bristles. This is going to be great for, so when baby actually is, getting a little more hair, or when you have a toddler that's got the longer, thicker hair, this is actually going to kind of brush and detangle a little bit, just because it does have the firm, widely spaced bristles. So that's great for when baby has more hair. But this is also a really great massage tool. So you can see kind of the little rounded ends there. So think of those nice like head massagers that we use that look like the claws, right? Oftentimes they'll have the little kind of circular bead at the bottom. That's essentially what this is, but for a baby. So this is going to be great to give just a really comforting head massage to baby, that is going to help stimulate blood flow to the scalp, is going to give them that nice, calming, soothing, regulatory effect. So again, not just a hairbrush, a really, really great massage tool for baby's scalp. So love that. And then finally, you have your little wooden comb, which I absolutely love. Again, it's like perfect size to hold in an adult size hand. I love that. This is 100% bamboo. It's the hard bamboo, very durable, just feels very high quality. And this, so when, like, we now use this very frequently for my daughter, she's 20 months old and her hair is starting to get long. When she has like real knots that need to come out, this is a really gentle way to detangle. And now that I'm starting to style her hair, like putting it up in a ponytail, or sometimes giving her pigtails, or whatever she'll let me do that day, or whatever she requests that day, this is really great for actually styling. And of course, you can use it on a small baby as well. But I have found that I'm using this a lot more now that my daughter is a toddler and has more hair to do things with. I love using this as a styling tool. So that's your wide tooth comb there. So you will get all three of these in the round hairbrush set. So make sure you check this out in the carousel below. We also have just the hairbrush set. So that you're not confused about what that is, let me show you the hairbrush set. So that comes in the thinner box like this one. And I love this one as well. I think just the round hairbrush set was the first one that I got from Kia Babies. And we just loved it so much. That just became our go-to. This one is also fantastic. All of the same benefits. So really at the end of the day, the big difference here is going to be kind of your aesthetic preference. Or you know, what you think is going to be kind of more comfortable for you to use. So these are size, they're a little bit longer. I think, I don't want to say size larger, but the handles are a little bit longer because as you can see, the area where you have the bristles, that's kind of thinner and more compact at the top. Again, you've got your goat hair bristles. You've got your harder bamboo bristles, and then this also comes with a comb. I think this one is really precious. Again, this has a long handle, so that's the difference between this one and the one that comes with the round hairbrush set, and it's not quite as wide-toothed. So again, really just comes down to your preference of what you think would be more useful to you, or what you would enjoy using better, what you think is cuter, because they're both fantastic and will serve all the same purposes. So just to show you the difference between round hairbrush set and then just hairbrush set. And I do want to point out that if you are in need of just a hairbrush, we also sell this as a single. And so you'll see that in the carousel below too as well. So if you don't feel like you need the set for whatever reason, and you just want a very simple, nice hairbrush to use for baby, this goat hair bristled one is sold as a single, and it's eligible for 10% off today. All right, so that's what I got for you for our bath time routine and products. We did go a couple of minutes over, but we are going to be wrapping up. So let me just remind you of a couple of things really quickly. You will have 1 hour past the end of this live stream. So as soon as I kind of do the sign off and I am no longer live, the live stream becomes archived. You still have 1 hour past that end time to shop here on Amazon and get the 10% off. And all you have to do is shop. So you just add the stuff to your cart, and as long as that 10% off is still valid, it hasn't expired because the hour hasn't passed, it'll just automatically come off of your total when you cart out. So really simple, streamlined way for you to shop the discount. And then of course we have to do our giveaway, right? So let me show you the Luxe bamboo towel one more time. This is what you'll be receiving. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just give my chat just a couple of seconds perfect. Rising Siren, AKA Tina T. So glad that I answered your question there without even intending to. Yes, so you don't have to do anything special. No entering a special code or anything like that for the discount. I am just refreshing my chat log so that I don't miss anybody, because I want everybody to have a fair shake. And if I haven't picked up my phone and looked at it for a minute, sometimes it'll need some updating so that I see everybody's comments. Just want to make sure I haven't missed any important questions or issues or anything like that really quick. And then of course, we'll go through and pick our winner. It's going to be randomly selected. You have a couple more seconds to make sure you are following us here on Amazon Live. So if you have not hit that follow button, please do. And let's see. Okay, it looks like it's all updated. So I'm seeing everything, which is fantastic. All right, so our giveaway winner is Harrison. Harrison, are you still on? And just so you know, you don't have to. So I see so many of you letting me know that you already follow, and I already recognize your names anyway because you come back week after week. You don't have to be a new follower just this time around to be eligible. So no worries if you're like a longtime follower and thinking that you're somehow no longer eligible to participate in these. You absolutely are. I can see who's following and who's not. And you know, it's again just random each time. I just let it scroll, and then once it kind of stops on its own, the first name that I see, and then I make sure they're following, and that's how it is. So you can win more than once. You can have just started following us 2 seconds ago and win. I just want to put that out there. Okay, so Harrison, all right. So you are I love that a dad, I'm assuming, won the giveaway because you know, we have so many moms joining us every week. So congratulations, you are going to get this bamboo hooded towel. Yes, no worries whatsoever. Rising, it's Siren. Am I saying it right? Because I really like that. That's cool. But I got you, Tina T. You're good. All right, so Harrison, how you will redeem the towel. For whatever reason, I can't type email addresses into the Amazon live chat. It tells me I'm not allowed to send sensitive information. So I will just tell you verbally. And then if you need me to repeat anything, please let me know. Just send an email to ask@kiababies.com. So that's ask@kiababies.com. Let us know that you were the giveaway winner for the hooded towel, and then tell us your Amazon username. So for you, obviously, it's going to be Harrison. What was your last name? Is it Seibert? Oh, you're a mom on your husband's account. Well, that's perfectly great. Welcome. So I'm so sorry that I've been calling you Harrison this entire live stream. I would love for you to introduce yourself with your name if you feel compelled to do that. So yeah, so again, this is important for you then. So what you will do is make sure you give us the Amazon username that you are using. So Harrison. And yes, thank you so much for tuning in with us. I hope that you get some really great use out of this towel. I love it. Caitlin. So welcome, Caitlin, and thank you so much for joining us. And congratulations. So yeah, do you need me to repeat any of that? It's send an email to ask@kiababies.com. You'll just tell us you won the hooded towel on Amazon Live and that your username is Harrison, Harrison Seibert. And someone from the team will reach out to you to get your mailing address, and we will have it shipped to you ASAP. Okay. Great. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know you guys are now just seeing me once a month, and I can't tell you how much I look forward to these, to hanging out with you all. Love doing this. So I will see you again next month. Of course, if you're following us here, you'll get notified when the next live stream is going to be. Don't forget that Julianne, it's Julia and Julianne, she is also doing a live stream. So if you participate in those, I think she does those later in the evening. And that's just kind of to reach a different market. But if you guys are up late and wanting to hang out with the Kia Babies brand, you have 2 chances every month. So yeah, just make sure that you're following along to know when we go live again. So you will see me on the 3rd Monday of next month. So I will be very patiently waiting to see you all again. I hope to see some new names and faces as well. But seriously, I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you guys tuning in and how much I enjoy this. So I'm going to go serve my daughter some lunch. And I will let you all get back to your days as well. Thank you, Colleen. I'm so glad you thought it was informative. So Dolce Angel, how do you enter the giveaway? So if you join us again next time, just make sure you're following us here on Amazon Live, and that makes you eligible. And then all you do to actually enter your name into the giveaway is just participate in the chat. And the more times kind of your name shows up in the chat log, the more chatty you are with us. It's essentially like more opportunities to win, because I just kind of scroll through and I randomly select a winner from the chat log. So hopefully that answered your question. I would love to see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. All right. Bye, friends.